What's up, everybody? Ryan here, and this is my brand new 2024 Mule Platinum Ranch Edition, and it's badass. However, what you're about to hear will tell you why I can't use it, but I wanted to shoot this video for a while. I finally got to the 20-hour thing, and I'm going to tell you all about it coming up. I just wanted to put this in real quick. Please subscribe, please subscribe, and like the video. Please leave comments. If you have any questions on something I missed or you want to know more about, leave a comment and I will respond. I'm pretty good at it because all I do is play on my phone. So my girlfriend says. I'm just kidding. So, hope you guys like the video and subscribe. This is the Platinum Ranch Edition. This is the top of the line Kawasaki Mule that they make with all the features and stuff, but it's the Pro FXT. They make different mules. This is the Pro FXT, 999cc, 1000cc. It is a badass machine, but you know what the problem is? I can't drive it. Why can't I drive it? Well, because Kawasaki has issued a stop drive notice. They've also issued a stop sale notice, at least throughout the United States that I know of. So I can't start it, I can't run it, and the recall is that the intake manifold can combust or start fire. So for our safety as the drivers or occupants of the vehicle, they say don't do it. So intake manifold, some of you have these, and you might be seeing this video right now because I'm posting it on the Kawasaki forum. You might just come across it because you're looking up Kawasaki mules, because this thing is badass. I love this machine. I got 20 hours on it, and I'm about to change the oil, but I can't change the oil because I can't warm it up. So here it's going to sit, and I ordered a new cover for it, and when it comes, I'm going to throw the cover on it, and it's going to sit here until they have a fix. I want to give you guys a couple things here, and no, I can't remember everything about this, but so I wrote some stuff down just to give you some information because I really wanted to do a review on this thing. There's a big ass wasp right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I wrote kind of the features down of this, and I'll go over them with you because my intentions for this was to do a cool review and do some driving and stuff like that, and unfortunately I can't do it. Before we get to this stuff, the first thing I did is I got a notice in the mail, the recall notice. Stop driving it, you can't start it, right? So I'm like, oh crap. I called the dealer. The dealer has whatever information the guy read me, basically said it has a combustion issue. All the units that are on the lots of whoever sells these things can't sell them anymore, and well, you can't start or drive it. So here I'm sitting, now I've got questions. So today I called Kawasaki, and these are some of the questions I asked. I sat on hold for 45 minutes, right, before I talked to somebody. The gal's name was Megan. Really super nice girl. But I asked her, I said, do you have a fix yet? No, but we're working on it. I said, okay. What happens if 6 months, this is financed. I financed this thing, right? Through Synchrony Bank. Not that it matters, but I'll just tell you, by the way, it was 3.95% interest. So those of you that are looking, look through Synchrony Bank. They offered a pretty good deal on this. That's the best I could find. My personal bank was 7%. 3.95 through Synchrony. That's a pretty freaking good deal. So I asked her, I says, what happens if 6 months go by and there's no fix for this and you still don't have anything, yet I'm making payments on this and it's dead in the water? Well, we don't have anything yet. I said, okay, I'm just asking questions, just trying to find some information. Next question is what happens now that I have the notice, that I got the recall notice? I also called the dealer, right? And they know that I've called because it's on record, because they created the ticket invoice for me. So when the fix does come in, I can take it and try to get first in line because I want to drive my machine. We drive it all the time. I said, what happens if this thing catches fire, burns to the ground, whatever? Does the warranty cover it? She said no. I said, okay, well that sucks. And my next question is if the fix comes in and I can't start it, how am I supposed to put it on my trailer and bring it to you? The answer was, well, if you have a winch, you can put it on the trailer that way. So, okay. But if you don't have a winch, she said, push it on the trailer. Not everybody can push these things. Me and some kids, my kids and some friends, yeah, we can push it up the trailer. But I feel like that's a little bit ridiculous. But that's the solution says now. They're working on it. I hope it's quick because I absolutely do love this. So anyway, let's get kind of to the review of this thing. And I want to start it. I want to run it. I'm not even going to put the key in this thing to show you what the dash looks like. And this dash Kawasaki's had for a long time now, so it's pretty similar. If you've ever seen any of these other Mule videos and such, that's what it looks like. So I will keep you up to date with videos on whatever the fix is and when the fix comes in, and we'll go over that. So the other thing that sucks is I bought some cool stuff for this thing that I want to put on. I bought a lift for it. I want to put it on. I can't do that. I got all this stuff to do my 20-hour oil change. I was going to make a video of that. Can't do that either. Some other stuff I want to put on it that I got. It's just all sitting in the corner of the house. Can't do nothing with it. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go over this thing. 2-cylinder, 1000 cc, 61.5 pounds of torque. Supposedly 67 miles an hour. Unfortunately, I got to the 20-hour mark where you're only allowed to run half throttle, so I haven't been able to get it up to speed to test it. I will do a video on that for sure on as stock. I want to change some of this stuff. I want to go bigger tires, so that'll definitely be different. But let's see, the front tires, 26 by 9 by 12. Connor, going down here. 26 by 9 by 12 aluminum wheels. They look pretty sharp. It's an upgrade. If you were to get a regular Pro FXT, the wheels are definitely different. The back wheels come back here are 26 by 11 by 12. So a little bit bigger, not too crazy. You got 7.9 gallons of fuel. Okay, so I've been driving this thing, and generally we're only driving 12 to 14 miles an hour because that's what's fun. We listen to the music, we can hear it, we can have conversations. It's wonderful. This thing really isn't loud at all, and I wish I could start it so y'all could see it, but unfortunately I can't do that. With the fuel, I fill this thing up and I can drive it. It seems like I can go a whole day of driving this thing, and it doesn't seem like the fuel moves. This thing is so fuel efficient, it's incredible. It is a 2-cylinder. I think the old ones were maybe 3 cylinders. Somebody fact check me on that, but this is 2-cylinder, so it might make a difference. Probably does make a difference. 16-foot turning radius. Turning radius, right? How big is it to make a turn? So that's 16 feet. Now, I went from a Honda Pioneer 1005 to this. I wanted this because I have more cargo space in the back, which we're going to get to in a second. I'm going to show you how this works. It's way cool. This is a 6-seater. The 1005 Honda is a 5-seater. I end up having my kids' friends come over, and we use all 6 seats. So I wanted the extra seat, and I also wanted the cargo space. The Pioneer didn't have the cargo space, so now I got it. Let's see, the length of this sucker is 140 inches. Now, I need to measure that to see if it's from here, which I think, all the way to the back. Okay? To the back bumper. Connor, come back here. So you got a back bumper here also. There are some way cool aftermarket bumpers. Ranch Armor makes a badass one with the step and the lights. Man, is it cool. Just can't afford that yet. So, but for now, this will do. The width going from here to the other side is 64 inches, and the height is 81 inches. Okay, this one comes stock with the plastic roof. I'll show you that in a minute. The wheelbase, 92 inches. How long, right? So when you measure wheelbase, you're going from the center here to the center of the back wheel, and that's where you're going to get your wheelbase. Okay, and let's see, this thing weighs 2,030 pounds roughly. I might be off a couple pounds, but it's roughly 2,030 pounds. And I'm not sure if that's with fuel in it or not. I don't know. So anyway, this is the Ranch Edition Platinum. So this thing comes with some upgrades, okay? So it comes with the white paint job. You're not going to be able to really see it out here, but this right here, this part is so beautiful. It sparkles. Man, is it great. It's really nice. On the front, this comes with the Warren winch. Okay, it's a Warren WRX 45. I can't remember what it is. I bought this little rubber stopper because it did not come with one. So I bought this on Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. And that just keeps it from sucking all the way in there. So I put that extra on here. This one, the Platinum Ranch, comes with this upgraded front bumper, which is pretty cool. Kind of protects the front of it pretty good. And let's go over here. So we'll go kind of from the outside in. You got your fuel fill here. Right, you got your fuel fill on the passenger side front right there, which is nice. Some of these other ones you have to open the doors to access when you pull up to the gas station. This one you don't have to. Upgraded version, it has these pads right here. It's got the leather look. It's got them front, it's got them in the back. Let's see here. Going in, go ahead and slide in there, bub. And like I said, I'm sorry I can't start this. I don't even want to put the key in it, especially if I'm going to put this video online. But right here, we'll start from left to right. This right here, going inside to your glove box, you have this. You have your Warren winch cable. So this is your power cable. So you plug this in here, and then you can stand outside. Well, we'll just plug it in and I'll stand out, give you a little preview here. They go like this. And you can stand out here and you can work the winch, right? This is kind of nice if you were scared of that. You're sitting in here, because there's a button inside there, which is right here. In and out on the winch. So you can do it inside. But if you have this and you're worried about the cable slapping you or something like that, if it breaks and hits you, that would not be good. So you can use this. However, if you're stuck in the mud and you have to kind of feather the gas a little bit, well, then you're going to use that and feather the gas. So I'm really not too worried about this breaking. I'll just set it there. So coming back in, you got your differential lock here, right? Your toggle switches. You got your 4-wheel drive, your 2-wheel drive, and you got your lights. The lights are in the off position. You can go to regular lights, and then you can go to high beams. And I will tell you, on this model, it has the LED lights. I had a light bar on the last one, on the Honda Pioneer, and it was super bright. This, I don't need a light bar. I thought I wanted one. I don't need one. This thing is so dang bright, it's not necessary. And when you're out in the woods, don't forget your TP and your Band-Aid. So, moving over here to the gear selector. You got low at the top, you got the high gear, you got your neutral, and you got your reverse. It's very, very basic. It's very simple. Here's your digital readout. This is where your fuel is going to be. This is going to show you, these tires will light up dark. If you guys can see it on the camera, I'm not sure, but it'll show you if you're in 4-wheel and everything like that. Sometimes it takes a second to kick in 4-wheel, so until these lights show up, you ain't in 4-wheel, right? At least that's how I operate. Then you got your park, reverse, and neutral lights, and you got your winch here, and then coming down you got your cigarette lighters or your power if you want to plug your phone in, whatever. You got your glove box, you got a cup holder here, and you also have one on the driver's side. So one thing I want to show you guys down here, which I think is pretty cool, because we've had 6 people in here, and if you look down here, sun on my boots, this right here keeps the middle passenger from hitting the steering wheel, or the gas pedal, excuse me, from hitting the gas pedal, which that's a pretty good idea, especially when you have kids in here. So that's that. And you got 2 cup holders down there on the bottom. All right, bub, coming out. Now, if you look here, it's going to be hard to see in the video, most likely. These seats are contoured. Okay, this is an upgrade to this edition, and I think the one below, the Ranch, has it. I'm not sure if the camo one has it, but this one does, the Ranch does, and that's contoured for your legs. That's pretty sweet. Nice little upgrade. Also, one more thing I want to show you. In these, you can't go 5-6 miles an hour unless you have the seat belt plugged in. So as you can see here, the seat belt is plugged in. They do make a little loop plug that you can plug in, and I actually bought one, and I'm going to show the install video of it, but I can't do that yet because I can't start it. But I have that. It's a bypass for the seat belt. It looks like a little loop. That's what it looks like. You guys ever see the if you buy a handgun, I think all of them come with that loop lock, just that little one. It looks like the same thing but really small, and it's a little plug and play deal. All right, coming to the back, you have 2 cup holders here, which aren't bad if you're using cans. Bottles or something like that aren't that good. And then all the way down here, you have 2 more cigarette lighter plugs, right, which is pretty cool. And then here you got a place for your cell phone if you want to lay it sideways. So pretty neat. Now, since we're just going to go to the back, I want to show you guys, this is called the Trans Cab. This takes this thing from a 6-seater to a 3-seater, gives you a bunch more room in the back. Okay, as it sits right now, it's 300. Let's see, there's actually a sticker here, right here. In the short bed mode is what it is in now, is 350 pounds. If you go to long bed mode, which is what I'm going to show you, is 1,000 pounds. Okay, you got a nice metal box here. Okay, diamond plate. I actually am going to get some rubber mats and cut them and put them in here so I don't scratch up this. So I'm just going to show you on this side, but I will go to the other side and do it. Now, to make this thing to go to 6-seater or a 3-seater and get the full bed, this is what you do. Lift this here, and I'll do it again. You open that up, this comes up. Let me go to the other side real quick. I did that side, and if you notice, I did pull this up. Okay, you can see this locks down into there. Okay, so that'll come in play in a second. So now come through here and you lift this up, right? Lift that up. Now this whole thing pulls forward. It's a one-man operation. We'll go to the other side and push this forward. Lock it in. Push that down. And then I'll show you on this side. So that comes like that. This comes back into play, it locks in. Okay, and then this piece again will drop in. Okay, now you're in 3-seat mode, and now you got a lot of trunk space. You want to load this thing up with deers and bears? There it is right there. That is sweet. To operate the tailgate, right? Pretty simple. Open that latch, drop it down. Super simple. So now, if you are in 3-seat mode and you got 1,000 pounds of stuff back here and you want to dump it, up here are 2 tabs. There's a tab. You're going to open that tab just like that. And I'll open this tab. This will then fold back. Okay. Now to dump. Make the dump bed operational. You got to lift these guys. And now we're opening. And there's your motor. Okay. This motor is brand new for 2024. And I'm guessing that's why they have an issue with it, because they didn't work out the bugs to begin with. That's unfortunate. So, one other thing I want to show you is, watch this. If you pull this down and you put this sucker, hold on here, in there like that, now that's the same thing you have on the hood of your car. It's just so that thing can't fall on you. And I can tell you that if you barely push this without that in place, this will slam down in a hurry. Check it out down here. Also, for this machine, you have self-leveling shocks. Okay, so generally, if you put a bunch of stuff in here naturally, in some of the older ones, or actually I think the Ranch edition has it, and then this edition and the ones below don't. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. But if you put weight, it'll sag, same as your truck, right? However, this has self-leveling shocks. Okay, there's an oil in there that once you put weight in here, and it works off like a valve system, I believe. Don't quote me, I don't know 100%. But when you hit bumps or when you're driving, it compresses, and it'll bring you up to level, so you're not riding like a sag. So, which would be pretty cool, because if you are somebody that wants to take 100-mile trips on some of these things and do camping and you're loaded down, you're not riding like that. You ain't riding like a speedboat. You can ride nice, normal. So that's about it. That's gonna wrap it up for this thing. One other thing, it did come, before I forget, every time I forget something, I remember something. It did come with a rear view mirror, which is nice. I put these up here so you can hang helmets on them if you're somebody that rides with helmets. I had an extra rear view mirror, and I put that on as a side mirror, which is pretty sweet. So that's about it for this machine. I will keep you guys updated with the recall. Let's see what happens. I hope that this thing comes with a quick fix and it doesn't get worse. So for now, here it sits. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and catch up with you guys later.